And the man this way say, but madam, you go ask for your money, bo. As Cashbox say. Go ask for your money, take your money back. A refund. A refund is required. We are waiting for Julius Maada to hand over power to Dr. Samura Kamara. It is the right thing to do. Democracy is going to win. The power of the people is going to win. This is the speech of Dr. Samura Kamara 2 weeks ago. I know. There's a lot going on. But our focus remains the June 24th, 2023 elections. We like and we appreciate the investigators, our brother Joseph Skridlik, African Confidential, OCCRP, all these investigative journalists, the phenomenal work they're doing. But I'm telling you, until we get rid of Maada, until we kick Julius Maada out of power, all of these problems are going to remain there. That is why we have to focus our attention on the price. And again, I want to repeat this because I know a lot of you guys did not really pay attention to this speech. We listened to it, but now let's get down into it, right?
A true political leader must have the love, carrying capacity, and the will to serve all shapes of people.
Absolutely.
Let us choose unity over division, discipline over disorder, and a shared national purpose over narrow agendas.
Absolutely.
Let us build a Sierra Leone where the next independence anniversary is not marked by speeches of regret, but by celebrations of renewal and positive developments.
Absolutely. And I'm going to go back because there's this area I want you guys to really pay attention to right here. I'm going to play this area back again one more time so you guys can listen. This was the recent speech that Dr. Samura Kamara gave during the independence. So I want to play that area again so we can focus. Let us bring our minds back. We have all the scandals of Fatima Bio and, our family buying all these mansions across the world. Yes, it is very, very important. And we appreciate a brother, Joseph, Skridlik and all the people at Africa Confidential and everything else. But our focus primarily right now is the peaceful transition of power from Maada to Dr. Samura Kamara. We don't know what is going on. We don't have the facts because everything is in secrecy and quiet, but as far as we know, power should be transitioned because again, in the recent speech of Dr. Samura Kamara, it was made very clear that there is an ongoing political transition. That is not a light comment. So what is stopping Maada from handing over power to Dr. Samura Kamara? Now the question and we'll get. So I'm going to replay this part because this is very important to me. And I think it should be important to everybody else across the world. Where is the disaggregated data of the June 24th, 2023 elections? Like I said earlier, and I know I'm using very strong language, Sierra Leone is not a nation of stupid fools. And I know we have a few stupid fools amongst us. However, the majority of the population, we are not stupid fools. Therefore, we're not going to allow the world to paint us as stupid fools. A country where they would have elections and the results are not announced. That is only a nation of stupid fools that would tolerate something like that. And I refuse, just like you refuse to be counted as a stupid fool, an unpatriotic citizen, because you're not even a good citizen at this point. You're a bad citizen. Unpatriotic, very tribalistic, very partisan, very sectional, very regional. It is not about Sierra Leone, because if you care about Sierra Leone, there is no way we're going to have an elections and the results of that elections is not fully announced, and you're jumping around and screaming and telling people that they should not ask for the results, that you should move on to 2028. It is only a bunch of stupid idiots that would behave like that. However, for some of us, we're not idiots. We're not stupid fools. We believe in democracy. We know that Sierra Leone had a brutal rebel war. Therefore, we have a responsibility to protect Sierra Leone, not to get down that path again, where innocent citizens will lose their lives. Why? Because a few folks will come and say, there is suppression, there is oppression, there is corruption. As we see, there is massive corruption. What the level of corruption that is ongoing in Sierra Leone right now is tantamount to war. It is tantamount to a rebellion of epic proportion. The manner in which the opposition and the ruling governments have banded together, it is tantamount to war. But thank God for the peace that God has sustained in Sierra Leone at this point, because it's not like we lack people that don't have the gumption or the guts to rebel and come with rebellion in that country to demand better for the people. But we thank God for the peace. And that is why people like myself, we are the gate to protect and preserve the peace. Because what I'm doing is to preserve peace in Sierra Leone. Because I know somebody is out there who might be thinking about saying, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to take up arms against the state. But every time I come out here and I speak and I talk, I am sure whoever that person is, wherever they are, they might have a second thought to say, you know what, for the sake of Ibrahim, for the sake of all the good people on social media who are advocating, for the sake of Dr. Samura Kamara, let us maintain the peace in Sierra Leone. We're going to be patient, but patience has its limits. Therefore, I am not a stupid fool. I know the history of Sierra Leone. I know how far we've come all the way from 1961 when we had independence to this point. So we don't want to retrogress. We don't want to go back to where we came from. We want to move forward in a positive light as a good country, as good people, right? So we're not stupid fools. Sierra Leoneans are not going to tolerate a country where the elections are conducted and the results are not declared and shown. When every international and local partners, observers, they made it very clear that the election lacked transparency and the integrity of the election has been questioned by the United States departments, the ambassadors in the past, Ambassador David Reimer particularly so, even Ambassador Hunt. He's fluctuated a little bit here and there, but he has made it very clear that there is no result. Therefore, Sierra Leoneans, we are not going to be stupid fools. We're not going to be idiots that would have an election and we sit by and say one man sold. This is the man that they are accusing that he sold. They said Dr. Samura Kamara sold. But I am going to replay this video for you so you guys can see this and listen to it again, because I want to call your attention so that everybody is aware and understands what we're dealing with. So let us listen to this aspect again of this whole thing with Dr. Samura Kamara so that we can all be on the same page, because I don't want nobody to mislead anyone. Nobody's going to mislead the other person. Listen to the man that they are accusing. They said he sold, but listen to his speech attentively. Listen.
Our people, resilient as ever, have endured the hardship with patience. But patience has a limit and must never be mistaken for acceptance. This is why, on June 24, 2023, you, the people, spoke unequivocally and chose a new path. The June 24, 2023 elections were a clarion call demanding democratic change through the ballot box. The will of the people, recognized by the international community, was clear. It was a loud and determined, decisive victory for a new democratic direction. Sinfully, this was blatantly denied by the Chief Electoral Commissioner and the ECSL.
This is the man who they said sold. This is the man up until this moment is calling on the ECSL and letting the world know that sinfully, sin, S-I-N, sin, the ECSL committed a sin. Now the man this way and they say you don't sell. You have stupid idiots. Like I said again, I'm not going to allow myself, Ibrahim, for anyone in the world out there to describe me as a stupid fool. Because I'm going to stand up for democracy. I'm going to stand up for what is right. We cannot have an elections where the results of the disaggregated data, polling station to polling station. I showed you guys what it looked like in Liberia. I showed you guys what it looked like in Ghana. I showed you their website. The next few days, ECSL brought down their website because they know what I was saying is the fact. Therefore, the international community has a responsibility to do something really, really quick and be fast about this transition. They have to do it fast. We've been patient for too long. 2 years coming? No. Yahya Jammeh, when he lost the elections back then, the elections was in December. By January, ECOWAS already put troops together to come and get Yahya Jammeh out. He lost the election was in December. He lost the elections. By January, when he said he was not going to hand over power, they already been already the troops them from ECOWAS for come through, for can get rid of Yahya Jammeh. Why? Why? In Sierra Leone, it's 2 years. We've been patient. We're not fools. We're not stupid fools. We've been patient because we want peace. And that is why we continue to call on the International Criminal Court, the ICC. Because if anything happens in that country, Maada Bio and his squabblings will be held directly responsible for everything that has happened. Nobody else is going to be charged with the crime, but Maada, his family, his cronies, every minister would be charged with crime because they are the ones that have aided and abated in the destruction of our democracy. It's been 2 years the people have been patient. If anything happens in Sierra Leone and these guys kill our people, we're informing the ICC again. Mr. Karim Khan, you're a very honorable man. We know you'll do the right thing for Sierra Leone. We're calling on you. But Dr. Samura Kamara, this is the man who they claim, oh, he's sold. This is the man who has sold. Continue to listen. Continue to listen.
Consequently, the continued refusal by the Bureau regime to accept reality and to honor this mandate of the people has plunged our nation into uncertainty.
So, as a result of ECSL sinfully stealing the election from the people of Sierra Leone, Dr. Samura Kamara make it very clear that consequently, Maada continue to hold on to power illegally, not forgive the wish of the people. This has continued to put so much strain and suffering on the people of Sierra Leone. This is the man. It don't sell. It don't sell. I refuse to be a stupid fool. I refuse to be a stupid idiot. If this man sell, this man sabi sell. Lord have mercy. He's the best salesman you can ever think of. Maada ask for your money back, as my brother Cashboxky say. Let Maada ask for your money. The sell will sell to Samura. Let ask for that money back. I refuse to be a stupid fool. If Dr. Samura Kamara sold to Maada, let Maada ask for the money back. Take the money back. Call for a refund of your money. This is the man. Oh, he sold. I refuse to be a stupid fool. Listen.
It has continued to undermine any attempt by the people to advance forward and make their lives and livelihoods better. But I believe in Sierra Leone. I believe in the strength of its people, in their resilience, and in their unyielding desire for a better tomorrow. And I believe that the future can be different if we choose it to be. Democracy is not a privilege. It is a right. Its principles and practices are sacred.
Oh, yeah.
And these provide a solid rock on which to build a shared future.
Absolutely.
Therefore, the legitimacy of political leadership flows from the consent of the governed.
Absolutely.
And no individual is above the sovereign will of the people.
No individual is above the sovereign will of the people. Dr. Samura Kamara is speaking at a very high frequency here, but I'll break it down for you. Section 5, subsection 2A of the 1991 Constitution makes it very clear that every citizen that can get the sovereignty belongs to the people. That the government derives its legitimacy, its authority, and its power from the people. It is very clear in the Constitution. And that is why the Constitution gave ECSL Section 32, gave the ECSL the mandates to ensure that its people of Sierra Leone are able to vote, register them, for them to vote freely. No coercion, no suppression, no oppression. It is the divine will, as is in the Constitution, that President Joseph Saidu Momo put together in 1991, the father of democracy in Sierra Leone. This is what Dr. Samura Kamara is talking about now. We get a responsibility for break and down to we brothers them. Because we get a lot of brothers and sisters that are good people. They are very patriotic Sierra Leoneans. They've abide by Section 13B of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Section 13B, B as in Bravo. It makes it very clear. It says every citizen shall cultivate a sense of nationalism and patriotism so that your loyalty should lie to the state. Not your section, ethnic. I'm giving it to you and I'm paraphrasing it very nicely for you. This is Dr. Samura Kamara. This is the president of Sierra Leone. And that was why when I saw the former vice president of Nigeria come to Sierra Leone to witness a leadership colloquium, nonsense that I don't think it's even... You see, all members of the international community, nobody showed up at that meeting because it's bullshit. It's nonsense. But let's listen to this. Dr. Samura Kamara, let's listen to it.
Let us therefore avoid untold strife and write a new chapter of democratic practices and statesmanship for generations to emulate. In this context, let me now speak directly to those courageous men and women across our nation, young and old, who continue to believe in electoral and democratic justice.
Absolutely. We have to. He's talking to us now. We believe in electoral justice. And it's not just because, it is this unpatriotism, yeah, so now I don't kill Sierra Leone. I'm telling you guys, the Constitution, Section 13B, is the cure. It is the cure. It cures. It is the cure. We would say cure. It cures. Now I go mend this level of unpatriotism, yeah. It go cure them. It would cure that. It go mend the level of unpatriotism that we have in Sierra Leone. Now Section 13B go mend that crazy. That is a mental health problem that we have in our country. Unpatriotism. People are tribalists. Look at their names. Watch the ones that are supporting this foolishness in Sierra Leone. Mostly Southeasterners. Watch their names. You'll see them. They're Southeasterner names. These are the people. Why? Because they're political parties in power. So their eyes and vision is shrouded. Because it's one thing to have an eye to see, but they don't have insight. They can see, but they don't have insight, vision to understand that what they're doing today, they can do them. The same things can be done to them tomorrow. What would they say? They are the same people that would cry foul and then be ready to go and take up arms against the state. But like we said, if the Southeast, anywhere again from that part of the country, takes up arms against the state, we would ensure that that area, no grass would ever grow in that area. Because we've seen these guys for the foolish people that they are. They always set bad precedents. And when you give it back to them, they want to go into the bush and start a rebel war. That was how they started the 1991 brutal rebel war. Because again, Albert Magai, the SLPP thug, the terrorist at the time, Albert Magai, 1963, he took over power 64 from his brother when Milton Magai died, right? Albert Magai between 64 and 67. Nepotism, tribalism, everything that you can talk about. Tribalization of institutions across that country, the military, the police, the security sector. Albert Magai nastied everywhere, destroyed everything. And Sheikh Stevens came and used that against the SLPP and its people. Oh, these people threw a fit. What did they decide to do? One day, Dobousu, all kinds of, secret society nonsense they tried to quash, to quell Sheikh Stevens, but it crushed all of them. Finally, they went to the bush and came with the 1991 brutal rebel war. This is the same thing. So these people, look at their names, watch the people that are talking on online, social media, mostly Southeasterners. These are the people, very unpatriotic individuals. These are the people that are making comments against electoral justice. No, we are not going to be stupid fools. We refuse to be stupid fools. We are good citizens. We are patriotic citizens. The fight for electoral justice is going to continue even after the reinstatement of Dr. Samura Kamara. I want you guys to understand that. I want you to understand this. It is a fact. Because in Sierra Leone, in Africa, what we need is to ensure that the people of Africa are uplifted. Not just, you don't have to be connected politically to have to be uplifted. We want to have a society that is going to take care of everybody regardless, of your tribe, your region, your political party. We don't give a crap about what your political party is or what tribe you are or where you're from. We just want to fix Sierra Leone for the people of that nation because they deserve so much more better. Let's continue to listen to Dr. Samura Kamara.
To all who have stood firm, spoken truth, and carried hope in your hearts, I want you to know this. Your voices have not been in vain.
So to all of us, you the good people that have stood our ground and say we refuse to be called stupid fools across the world, a country where elections are held and the results are not shown. For those of us that have refused to be titled or labeled as stupid idiots, us, You. Our voices are not in vain. Victory is here and it's coming and it's going to happen. Some of you might just be on platforms on WhatsApp. You don't know the fet that in WhatsApp group them. You know, you're not sure. You don't know what is going on. You know, but you believe in one thing. You believe, say, Sierra Leone, we don't forget elections, the results, are available. That is the only hope you're holding on to. It is the same hope that I'm holding on to. That I believe. I don't know what's in the non-sign. I don't know if Maada will hand over power to Maada. I don't know if he's going to hand over power next month. But what I know is the right thing should be done in Sierra Leone. When we have elections, the people vote. That is the last defense mechanism that the people have to elect leaders that they want. So when they make that decision, it is our responsibility as citizens to stand up and protect that decision. That is what people like myself believe in. And that is why we've stood our ground to say the right thing should be done. No matter how long it's going to take us, we do hold on to Dandy. No matter how long it takes, we're going to hold on because we believe in democracy. We believe in the rights of the people. We believe in the fundamental truth that the people that get power, we believe in the fundamental facts that legitimacy belongs to the people. We believe that authority belongs to the people. We believe that the power belongs to the people. We believe by that, and we're going to stand by that. And we know that in Sierra Leone, when we have elections moving forward, it would never happen again to where the results, the disaggregated data is not shared on our website. It is not shared properly before even anybody announces results. We ensure say Sierra Leone next time we'll get election, we disaggregated data them. Polling station for polling station, because it's the right thing to do. That is what democracy stands for. We don't get authoritarian state. We don't get a dictatorship. We don't have a totalitarian. What we have is a democracy. It is a two-way street. The people come and talk. The people say, I don't want you anymore. The people vote. And when they vote, you respect that vote. If we will have a dictatorship, let us know we have a dictatorship. If we have a wannabe dictator in Julius Maada, come out and say, I'm a dictator today. Make it known. Don't be a coward. You cannot hide behind your little finger. So make it known so we know, and then we'll take actions to ensure that we stop you dead on your tracks. But we respect democracy. Dr. Samura Kamara has shown resilience. It don't show pain. This is very difficult. What they've done to this man is so unfair. And every Sierra Leonean should feel the same pain with Dr. Samura Kamara feel. If you care about your democracy, if you care about your future, of your generations yet unborn, it is not about me. I should not be here doing this. I'm making sacrifice out of my own busy schedule. I come home. It's almost 8 o'clock now. I should be with my family. Maybe sit down and just maybe watch a movie or something together with my kids. I have a nice house. I live well. I have everything I need. I'm a poor guy, but I have the basics of life. I can do without Sierra Leone. I don't even have to know if Sierra Leone exists. But I say, no, I'm going to sacrifice. I came home. Look at me. I haven't even taken off my clothes because I know if I take off this clothes, I'm about to go for a run. And once I take off this clothes, I'm not going to be able to do this live. So I say, I'm going to sacrifice. I'm doing this live right now. That is the kind of mentality that we all should have as citizens. It is love for our country. And that is what I'm doing. And that is the image that I want to portray, because I want people to know that you have to sacrifice for your nation. That is patriotism. That is the highest price you can pay, to sacrifice for your country. Not just involved in military coups and come and destroy the lives of the people. Take people's women away from them. Cause our women to get into bleaching their skins so that the soldiers could want them. That is not what we look for. Julius Maada came in 1992. That's all they did. No improvement in Sierra Leone. Unfortunately, we allowed this man to come back after 22 years of unemployment to come and govern Sierra Leone again. Shame to people like Anes Kurumadem that allowed this man, who has been unemployed for 22 years. Where would you go that you've sat for 22 years and anybody's going to give you a job of that level, that caliber? Even in the United States, if I have a week of unemployment, I have to report that for the rest of my life, every job that I apply for, because they want to know, why were you unemployed for a month or for a week? Why were you unemployed? And we in Sierra Leone, again, that is why I say, we will not be a nation of stupid fools anymore. Where somebody was unemployed for 22 years. 22 years Julius Maada was staying in a council flat in the United Kingdom. For 22 freaking years, we gave this man presidency. How stupid are we? Sierra Leone is not a nation of stupid fools. We're not going to allow it again. This is why we stand with Dr. Samura Kamara to say the right thing should be done, guys. The right thing should be done. I'm going to leave it right here, okay? I want to spend the next 30 minutes at least. I want to go for a run, do about 3 or 5 miles, come back, get settled for the rest of the day. But that is my life. 24 hours is not enough for me, but it's fine. It's okay. I'm making that sacrifice for my beautiful country because I love my country and I love Sierra Leone. And we're going to be patriotic. I'm going to shove it in some of their heads. But for some of you guys, my brothers and sisters, this is just to energize you. So you guys feel like, yes, you have people that are listening to you. The same thing where you hold on to now, hold on to. I don't get insider information. I don't know what is going on, but I know that I remain and I refuse to be called a stupid fool. We not get election where the results not available. Then we say we accept them. No, sir. No, ma'am. We're not going to accept it. We are decent people. We are intelligent people. Sierra Leoneans are some of the most intelligent people you can think of across the face of the planet. And therefore, we're going to stand by that and uphold that. The ones that were stupid, we're fool, they will get out of that stupidity one day. It's a vicious cycle. I know how it is. I've been in the game for a long time. I know. Don't worry about them. They'll come. It's only a matter of time. And when they come, we'll accept them with open arms. Because they did not see the light now, but they will see the light in the future. It happened. But I will not be considered. I, Ibrahim, will not allow the world to look at me as a Sierra Leonean who is a stupid fool. Because that is what the world is looking at us like. These guys have elections and this man is still holding on to power even though he lost the elections and the results are not available and Sierra Leoneans are sitting at home. Or also they watch this man. That is how people look at us. So please, no matter what anybody tell you, say Dr. Samura Kamara sell. This is the man. You've listened to the video. And the man this way sell. But man, you go ask for your money, bo. As Cashbox say. Go ask for your money. Take your money back. A refund. A refund is required. We are waiting for Julius Maada to hand over power to Dr. Samura Kamara. It is the right thing to do. Democracy is going to win. The power of the people is going to win. Bye-bye, everybody.